Hello and welcome to Dotto Tech. This week is Recycling Week in Canada, and we want to do our part. The truth be told, the technology industry has not always been the most environmentally friendly crowd. Now, there are a few contributing factors, but the biggest is the relentless march of technology. What was current a year ago is not current today, and we, as consumers, demand the latest tools. So we discard perfectly good phones and computers in favor of newer, faster systems. Unfortunately, this results in a lot of waste. But today, we're going to look at some of the ways that we can be more responsible consumers and perhaps become a smaller part of the problem. So I want to kick off our show today with a visit to WRWCanada.com. WRW stands for Waste Reduction Week, which is this week. If you visit the Waste Reduction Week website, you're going to find all sorts of resources for individuals, for communities, for businesses to reduce the amount of waste that they produce and become part of the solution instead of being a bigger part of the problem. And really, it all's going to begin with individuals, if you think about how it starts. But they tell us here how we can get our municipalities engaged, how we can get our schools or our businesses engaged. And if we as individuals really encourage those larger organizations to be more conscious of waste reduction, well, then we're going to have a profound impact. Another area I like in this site is the media section, where it's full of facts and quotables. Reading through this was a real eye-opener. For example, in 1 hour, a single container ship entering a port generates the air pollution of 350,000 cars? That is staggering. It gives you an idea of the scope and the scale of the problem that we are facing. Now, one of the other really valuable resources at this site is the links to the member organizations. And if we look down here at the bottom, we see the different provincial and territory organizations that are charged with recycling. Here we have the Recycling Council of British Columbia, and you go here to find more information about recycling, being a more active and more environmentally conscious consumer, dealing with problem garbage, things like paint or monitors, things that could be hazardous to dispose of. The information you're going to look for is here. Now, it all starts and ends with us as individuals. The more responsible that we are, the closer that we're going to get to a solution. So take some time this week and pay a little bit of attention to the problem. You may have noticed that many companies are taking an active role in being environmentally conscious. HP is actually one of the major sponsors of Waste Reduction Week. And if we go back to WRWCanada.com and scroll down, we can click on HP's logo, which will bring us into HP's Return and Recycling homepage. It's a worldwide initiative that HP is engaged in, and they've been making a difference for years. They were actually the first major manufacturer to design a program like this one. Now, HP's got several major recycling initiatives on the go, but the one that you can and should be participating in yourself is the inkjet and toner cartridge recycling program. Now, HP not only pays for all the shipping of your used cartridges and toner, but they also front the bill for the entire recycling process. Let's take a look at how you can engage in this yourself. If we just go and take a look here, we choose Canada and go to the Canadian side of the recycling program. And if we scroll down here, it'll give us all the information we need to either recycle inkjet cartridges or our toner cartridges. Once you click on Begin, you tell them exactly what you want to have recycled, give them your address, and HP will ship you an envelope like this, which is a remailer. See, all the postage is prepaid on this envelope. So you fill this envelope full of your now expired and useless inkjet cartridges, and then you seal it up and ship it back to Bristol Circle in picturesque Oakville, Ontario, where the recycling process continues. So you can order bags like this, which you can send back individual or several inkjet cartridges at once. Or if you're a larger user, for instance, you're a school that uses up a lot of inkjet cartridges or a graphics shop, you can order boxes which you can fill with dozens of inkjet cartridges before it gets returned. Now, if you use laser printers, check inside your toner box because all of the remailer information is there inside the box. Now, folks, this is a no-brainer. Now, I know some of you are thinking, you're saying, hey, I can refill the cartridges. After all, that's a form of recycling, isn't it? Well, it really isn't, because if you're refilling your cartridge, you're refilling it with an inferior product, inferior ink. So you end up wasting more ink than ever because there's far more wasted and spoiled pages with refilled ink, and you have a far lower yield from every cartridge. So every study we've seen on refilled ink comes out with the same statistics. So refilling a cartridge really isn't as environmentally responsible as you might think. So take the initiatives. Send the cartridges home to HP where they can recycle them. That way everybody wins. The program is free, the program is smart, and you are very responsible.